Hello again, everybody. Toby Burrell and Jeff Marr here tonight for another night of exciting Swain High basketball. Franklin Panthers in town. And the Lady Devils and Panthers jump it up. Maisie Heltman with the ball coming out of there with it. And we say welcome back to our good friend Jeff, who's with us tonight.
Glad to be here.
Savannah Smith with the first two of the night. Lady Devils coming off of a big win last night over Rosman in conference play. A double-digit win, so Coach Turner able to get some of these 5 starters here off the court and save them for tonight. Panthers come into this one, Jeff, 4-6 overall, and our Lady Devils, I believe, are 3-7 at this point as well. So two teams with similar records tonight.
Similar records. Anytime you get Franklin and Swain matched up in anything, you know it's going to be a good, hard, physical, well-played ball game.
Well, the Panthers bring a wide variety of depth.
Nice step through.
Maisie Heltman with the bucket. They've got 3 or 4 players here listed at 5'11", so they've got some height inside. Let's see how the Lady Devils zone matches up with that. Good pass interior right there with it, and then that one bounces off Ashton Yance with it, and she takes off down the homestand sideline, pulls up inside to Smith. Smith spins into the lane, falls back to Collins. Collins jumper
knocks
from the
it down.
Free throw line, and nothing but net. Swain off to a 6-0 start in this one, and I doubt Michael Turner could have drawn it up any better.
He's loving this.
Smith digs that one out.
Swain ball.
It is off of Sydney Williams there for the Panthers. And Swain with another possession. Franklin in full court man-to-man. Good pick by Collins. Picked off Taylor Carlton there.
That hurt.
Bree Ross goes around, kicks it down to Collins, tries. It's poked out of there. And now Sierra Wade comes the other way with it for the Panthers. Inside, you can see their attack. They want to go in there early on, no calls. And that one's going to roll around, and off of Williams again, it will be Swain basketball. I think the best thing we can draw from this so far, Jeff, is the physical amount of play underneath, and Taylor Collins and Savannah Smith have no fouls.
No fouls. They're letting it go tonight, and hopefully if they're going to start that way, I hope it continues that way throughout the game.
It'll be a benefit for Turner and the Lady Devils to be able to keep those two in the game.
Yes, it will.
Against this very large Panther squad. And I mean that in a tall sort of way.
Oh, good position.
And there's a foul right off the bat. That'll be on Williams. She's 5'11" in there against
a freshman.
Against Collins. So Taylor will go to the line for the first time tonight for either team. 6:12 remaining in this one. Thanks in the first period, that is. Thanks for joining us on a nice Saturday night. Good crowd on hand for the Panthers and Maroon Devils. The boys' game will be forthcoming after this. Franklin won the JV boys contest. Collins misses the first free throw. Second one on the way. And
knocks it down. Good.
So Swain off to a good start here. And now Neva Tran will bring it up for the Panthers into the front court against the Swain zone. They've got 2 Panthers on the low block looking to try to kick that ball in and do some damage in the paint.
Both these teams are really young.
They are.
Looking at Franklin starters there, a couple sophomores and a couple freshmen.
Tran gets their first basket of the game with a 3. So 7-3 now your score. Heltman across midcourt with it. Sets the offense from the right-hand side. Looks for Collins in the middle, but kicks it over to Yance up top. Takes a look at Smith, now goes inside to her, and then poked away from behind by the equal 5'11", Kanan Drake. That one across court. And saved over there by Carlton, but right in the hands of Maisie Heltman. And that's the second time that Sierra Wade has stepped in front of Heltman as she charges down the court. First time it went out of bounds. This time Wade whistled for the foul. And so Heltman will inbound. Has an offensive foul on Taylor.
Wow. Holy cow. So that'll be Swain's first team foul.
And the official has a word for, and we're talking about the waistband issue, Jeff, which I don't know if you were with us or Mike was with me the night that they did this, but they have, you see number 23 with it over
yes.
there. They have started instituting this waistband, and 10 just came in the game with hers turned down.
So you can't fold it over anymore.
You cannot fold it over. They're not going to allow you into the ball game. So, which
wow.
At the time that Mike and I were talking about it, I said that's fine as long as they do that the rest of the year. Don't just cherry pick one game and do
right.
it. And they've so far stuck to that. So,
well,
kudos to the officials for being consistent on that matter. Yance with another rebound. It's drug in there by Kanan Drake, and we'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Swain. But Ashton had some difficulties with that last night. Again, double-digit rebounds for her on that weak side block, but Rosman was able to dig in there a lot of times and try to rip that ball away. So now Swain will go against, looks like a half-court trap.
Half-court trap, 1-3-1 look.
Ross
trap
with
off the corners.
On the side, over to Heltman. Heltman goes down inside, knocked out of there by Williams. And now here comes Tran ahead. Ross digs for it. Smith digs for it. Now Heltman comes away with it. And
that's going to be a moving screen, Coach.
Yeah, I believe you're right.
Bree was trying her best to fend that girl off, but she just didn't get her feet still.
4:41 remaining in your first period, and after initial not having a lot of foul calls, we've had quite a little flurry of them here in the last little bit. So the Panthers work it up top. Look inside to Williams, who's over with Smith. Yance with a hand in there. Don't take it down. She's trying, and we got 3 seconds. You can't have 3 seconds if we had the ball.
No, that's exactly right. I'm giving Ashton a steal. We'll say she got it.
So Yance comes away with it, and the Lady Devils ball, 4:25 in the first. Again, the half-court trap. Yance with it on the wing, goes all the way cross court to Ross. Ross looks inside, doesn't go for it. Williams has been quick to the ball over there. Now Ross triple team. Yance comes out of there with it all the way to the weak side to Heltman, who drives through the paint and lays it in. So Heltman on the board again with 4, and the Lady Devils lead at 9-3. Tran races up court, now cuts to the right wing over there to Candace Parker, who checked into the ball game with the great waistband incident.
Candace Parker,
2019. Not that Candace Parker.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
If that were the case, we would need to go ahead and end this one because it's over. And judging by the look I've got for number 20, they have red waistbands, except for number 21, who's is white. So, again, the consistency issue creeps in. Let's be consistent. Into the ballgame for the first time is Becca Wolf with the customary. If you followed the Lady Devils all year, this is Michael Turner's usual substitution pattern. Savannah Smith comes out. The freshman gets the first break of the night, and Wolf will go to the low block. She's down there with Collins. Now Yance with the left hand goes hard that way. It's tipped. Heltman's got it. She finds Collins. Dribble inside. Got it, plus the foul.
Yes, it was.
No call on that one, but it's 11-3 Lady Devils. Swain has found something they like inside there when they're able to penetrate. Yance with another knockaway. Collins could not get her feet set and just took an extra step right there, and it will be Franklin ball. Into the ball game, 22 Kendall Burns and 23 Sierra Wade for the Panthers. It will be Burns to inbound the ball from underneath the Panthers' own basket. Shot on the way, and it's badly off. Wolf battles for it over there, and it will be out of bounds off of
I think it's going to be Swain ball.
So Yance inbounds to Heltman. We're approaching 3 in the first for this game. Ross on that wing. Backs her way down inside. Looks cross court. Yance has got it on this wing now. She goes inside to Wolf. Wolf turns and is hit. Comes back down. They call the walk rather than the jump ball on that one. So it'll be Panther ball. Panthers have had quite a little drought here since that initial three-pointer. All the way to the hole, missed it. Williams on the backside, and that one goes all the way over the backboard. And Smith checks right back in for Collins, again sticking with the usual substitution pattern for the Lady Devils, but a productive 5 minutes of play there for Taylor Collins.
Absolutely. 5 points, 2 rebounds, so good work.
Yance on the wing again, still in the half-court trap. They're switching it up a little bit. Ross doing a good job just being patient with it. And the length over there with Sierra Wade, who's also listed at 5'11", made things awfully tough for Ross, who is not 5'11".
Not 5'11".
Yance inbounds to Heltman. Heltman working over there against Wade. Goes all the way to the hole. It doesn't go. Smith keeps it alive but can't get it, and here comes Burns the other way. Panthers looking to go a little bit up-tempo. Back outside to Wade.
Looks
3
good.
on the way, and it's good.
It is.
For Sierra Wade. So nothing but 3 so far from the tall Franklin Panther squad. Ross on the wing with it. Looks, surveys it. Now dribble and proves herself. Backs down. Inside to Wolf. Wolf can't hold on to it. And coming out of there with it is nothing but red jerseys. That one around and out. Yance with it. Come away strong, Ashton.
It's going to be a foul.
Trying.
Yep.
And that's going to be on Kendall Burns.
Kendall Burns.
Back into the game is Collins for Wolf. And so now Yance will inbound to Heltman. I think it's 3-2 foul lines, and that one spills off of Yance. Parker with it, stops, goes up, shot is short, but again, no Lady Devils back. Now Collins gets back into the fray and gets it away. And here comes Heltman, poked away out there by Wade, but not enough. Here comes Yance all the way to the hole. Shot is off, rebounded by Carlton, who now steams the other way. So action is picked up. The pace is quickened a little bit. Heltman checks Burns up top, 3 on the way.
Short. That
one is short. Smith gives up the inside position and doesn't get it back. But Carlton can't chase it down. Check that. Parker can't chase it down over there. Iona West onto the court. She's going to get Yance for a minute. A little bit more playing time for last night, Jeff, in that she was used in this role for short stretches, a minute at a time, to give some of the wing players a rest. She even played some 4 inside last night.
That's different.
So Ross with it inside to Collins. She spins, goes up. Nice shot. And Taylor Collins with another big bucket inside, 13-6, and we're under a minute in the first. To the wing. Parker thought about it. Now it goes other wing. Wade 3 on the way. That one's off the top of the backboard. Nobody from Swain touches it, so it will be Swain ball. Kanan Drake back in, so they exchange 5'11 players. And we still don't have anybody who's 5'11.
Must be nice.
West with it on this wing. Now she goes around. Back to this side. Picked off over there. Ill-advised pass. Burns has got it.
Oh, and a foul, I'm afraid. Yep.
That one goes for Drake, and that's going to be on Ross, her second. Yance quickly off the Swain bench. And Yance is going to get her out. And we'll have free throws now for Kanan Drake. 13-8 your score, 30 seconds remaining in the first. And she converts the traditional three-point play to pull the Panthers back to 4. Heltman now surveys the scene. Yance and West are both on the same side. Now Yance will go to the right. Not her strong side necessarily, but she's over there. And she couldn't get herself started. So 20.8 remaining in the first. And now Wade with it on the wing. She brings it up. Heltman's over there to check her. Yance can't get to that one. Parker steps under it, shoots it every part of the rim, no good.
Jump ball.
Smith carves out a jump ball at least over there with 2 Panthers on each side of her.
Oh, boy.
And that's Collins.
It's Collins, her second.
Back to the line will be Drake.
They sent 2 at Taylor. They split the 2 bottom people, and she was in a bind right there.
Mm-hmm. That one's good, and it's back to a 3-point lead with 8 seconds remaining in the first period of play here from Swain High School. Full slate tonight, so make sure you stay tuned. The men's game to follow. And that one's good as well. So while the Panthers may have a little bit of trouble finding the backboard from outside, they certainly don't from the free throw line.
That's exactly right.
Heltman with an effective
3 seconds.
pass to herself.
It could go. It could go.
That's a three at the buzzer for Maisie Heltman, and the Lady Devils will leave the first period of play with a 16-10 advantage. We'll be right back. Second quarter of action almost underway here from Swain. Lady Devils 16-11, and stick the final 3 of the first. Now they get the ball back to open the second.
Sticking with that half-court trap.
Yance up top at the S looks the situation over. Looks a little bit more like a 1-2-2 now.
It is a 1-2-2.
They're coming over the top of Collins every time to swat that ball away. Wade with a clean look at a 3. She's got that one underway. No good. Williams underneath to get it. And laid in by Kanan Drake.
7 points from Drake.
Back to a 3-point lead for the Lady Devils. Yance with it on the left side. She goes cross court to Ross. And now Yance has got it back as they play keep away up top. And that will be Franklin basketball.
Franklin ball.
So the Panthers with a chance to pull to within 1 or take the lead here as the second quarter opens up. A good step in right there by Smith at the right time. And there's Wade again. She really likes to stick her hand in over there as the dribble goes by her. Instead of moving with the dribble, she likes to stick her hand in and try to get a steal. And twice now she's been caught with her hand in the cookie jar. Ross with it on the wing. She goes all the way around the baseline successfully. Back up top to Yance. Yance looks inside at Smith, but nothing doing now. Bree cross court to Collins. And now Heltman dribbles her way around. Good patience here by the Lady Devils. Back to the corner to Ross. 3 on the way. She nailed 2 of those last night. Heltman with a rebound. She steps in. Shot is short. Collins fights for it.
It's going to stay with us.
It around over there. And Taylor Collins saves a possession for the Lady Devils. Back into the game will be Kendall Burns, who's effective pushing the pace a little bit there in the first period for Panthers. She's back in the game. Ross with it on the wing. Another look at a 3. Doesn't hesitate. I like the aggressive nature. And that's a carryover from last night. Now she just won't foul on that play. Be a whole lot better off. Heltman races and chases it down. Now we'll get it back, heads up the sideline, and she steps out of bounds trying to avoid Kendall Burns over there, and it'll be Panther ball. Still 16-13, 6:21 in the second period of play. Panthers work it to the outside, and there's a 3 on the way from the top by Burns, and that will be Swain ball. So the Lady Devils will bring it front court now against the 1-2-2 as it's changed its look a little bit.
There's a high post.
Smith with a shot, but it rattles around and off right to Bree Ross. She dribble improves all the way in. Is a lot of contact, but no call, and they just throw it out. Smith in there. No foul on the play. Collins races, chases it down. Now goes up court to Ross. Into Smith. Smith puts the ball on the floor, goes hard to the
Holy cow, and one.
Nice job by Smith.
Oh, my gracious.
As she is fouled over there by Williams.
Woo.
The tall, lanky freshman for the Panthers. And Savannah Smith, the tall, lanky freshman for the Lady Devils, put that one in the hole. Big play there.
Bulled her way to the basket.
From the freshman. So a chance for the traditional three-pointer is
She does
good.
Nothing but net.
And it's now 20-13 as Swain answers the call after the Panthers looked like they were going to cut the lead down to nothing. Good interior passing there. Shot is off. Yance wrestles for it. It'll be Franklin ball.
Good aggression, though.
So sub at the table, that's going to be Wade checking back in. She has 2 fouls for the Panthers, I believe.
She does.
And she goes straight to the low block. Let's see if they split Taylor again. No, they get it to Wade. Partially blocked, and they're going to
that's going to be 3.
Ross a foul on that. Looked like clean ball from our vantage point.
It
so
is.
Now the pressure is going to be on Iona West to give Coach Michael Turner some quality minutes here, as Ross will have to take a seat for the next 5 minutes 32 at least. And back to the free throw line where she's been very successful is Kanan Drake.
She's 4 for 4.
I think she's shooting like 99 out of 99 for the season.
Try the old jinx. Let's see if it works.
Might as well give it a shot.
Nope.
100 for 100. And first time out of the game will be a 30 by the Panthers, and that'll give us a chance to set the stage for A busy week on the Maroon Devils Network next week as Hayesville's in town on Tuesday. That one will be live for you on the network. And then on Thursday, it'll be senior night. Yes, senior night, believe it or not, for the wrestling team here in the second week in January. It will be senior night.
Is that Cherokee?
It is Cherokee. And we carried the Hayesville match for you last week. And believe it or not, those are the only 2 home matches all season for our wrestling team. So
wow.
They will have honor their seniors next week with an abbreviated match with Cherokee. I don't think the Braves fill out all the weight classes, but they're going to go at it anyway. And then things really wind down for the Maroon Devil wrestling team. They've got a very busy 2 weeks before they hit the Smoky Mountain Conference tournament and then the individual dual tournament after that. So a busy couple of weeks for the Maroon Devil wrestling team, as well as the basketball teams. As we mentioned, Collins goes all the way inside. A lot of contact, no calls. Heltman fights for it, and they're going to call it on Heltman after all of that contact for Taylor Collins, who's lucky she doesn't have a black eye. She goes back holding her eye, wiping it out a little bit after that one. First foul on Heltman. So foul trouble an issue for these Lady Devils. Has been all year. Nothing unusual for them. They've had to deal with it all season long.
There's a steal.
Heltman splits the gap. She'll go in left-handed, survives the foul. No contact there. And here comes Burns back the other way. She dribbles it back out. Shot on the way.
Knocks it down.
Good.
Number 20.
That's Taylor Carlton with the 3, and it's now 19-18 in favor of the Lady Devils. West with it on that wing over to Yance. Yance puts it on the floor. Dribble improves herself, and a foul called on
number 30.
Brooke Rogers, fresh into the game.
Her first.
And that will put Yance at the line for the Lady Devils. 4:38 remaining in the first half of play. Yance's first one is good. I believe that's her first points of the night. But Ashton has become very adept at filling up the entire score sheet. Smith battles for it. Collins pulls it away. Now tries to improve herself.
Had to have got fouled.
And that one goes out of bounds off Swain miraculously, as it looked like number 32 dropped that ball out of bounds. But somehow it spilled off of Swain. Panther ball. Chance to tie or go ahead now in this game. Wade, who has shown no hesitation on a 3. There's another 3, and Carlton knocks
2 in a row.
Down. And suddenly the Lady Devils, for the first time tonight, trail in this one, 21-20. Heltman into the front court. She goes to Yance, couple of dribbles, back up top to West. She looks inside, takes it to the wing now, and will kick it back out to Collins, who finds herself in strange territory out at midcourt. They go inside to Smith. Smith tries to get improved position. Wide open Yance on the wing. Sticks that one off the pass from West. So Swain back in control, 22-21. And for the time being have righted the ship. Panthers with a bunch of players rotating down low. The fans yelling for 3 seconds, and they may be on to something. There's a lot of time spent in that painted area. Shot on the way. That one hits nothing. Somehow saved to Clint Hurley on the front row. He made a good play on that. And Becca Wolf is going to give Taylor Collins a needed break here. So Becca and Ayanna West in a situation where they have got to give some quality minutes.
Yes, they do. You've got to help us take care of the basketball and do what they've been coached to do.
Heltman over to the right side. She's greeted by 2. Smith takes it over to West at the top. Wolf working on the low block against Carlton, rather. That's Heltman trying to cut. Pass a little behind her. Now she goes all the way around. Wade, who has wanted to reach in all night long, and that's kicked back out to Yance. Open shot. Thought that was going down for Ashton, but it didn't. Rebounded over there by Drake, and now here comes hey, we've seen that not called this year, so might as well give it a try. Ashton, nicely done. Saved an easy layup as Burns had the open player on that wing. So timeout by Swain. It'll be 30 on their end. And to set the stage just a little bit for you, Jeff, since you've been away for a little while from us, the Maroon Devils will play this game tonight against a 9-1 Panther squad, severely depleted. At least 2 of their top 3 scorers will not play tonight. And that really makes it tough for Coach Scotty McMahon.
Oh, gosh. I mean, he has all kinds of points, rebounds, assists that they're going to be setting over here tonight. So it's going to be important for the guys that are out there to, come together. I'm sure Coach has been preaching that. We've got who we've got. We've got to come together and just do what I've coached you to do. But unfortunately tonight, it's against a really good basketball team.
Really good 9-1 Panther squad who, if you've not kept up with high school basketball, Doug Clemens, returning from Georgia, has taken the Panther job and done what Coach Clemens does with the Panther job. Yep. They are 9-1, and that's no surprise to anybody who's followed the Panthers and Coach Doug Clemens' career. He's an outstanding high school basketball coach.
Yes.
And he gets a lot out of young men. So work cut out for him tonight for the Maroon Devils. That one, an air ball by Carlton. And, Jeff, that's a strange situation as a shooter. For Wade and Drake, or Carlton rather, it's either been a net or air balls.
There's no in between. Over the top of the goal.
Yeah.
But, hey, Carlton hit 2 in a row. Hey, keep firing. That's what I'm telling her.
We've seen some really strange shots.
She was too close that time.
And they've worked out. So I don't know. Swain showing a little patience here. Probably a good move on their part. It looks almost like
that's a foul.
The Panthers are willing to
That's a foul.
Play a little boxing one maybe. We'll have to take a look at that defense when they come back out. As Heltman is fouled, it'll be 1-1 now for Maisie Heltman, who will go to the line. That was on Tran?
Yes, her first.
But it is 1-1 for the Lady Devils the rest of the way. So Swain's leading scorer, freshman Maisie Heltman, will shoot
and she
gets the bonus.
Point number 8.
Heltman unofficially with 25 last night in the win. And that's sort of what we've come to expect from Maisie. Second one on the way, 2:39 remaining, front iron no good. Smith digs at it but can't get it out, and Tran races the other way over to Drake. She goes around Yance, but again, nothing.
Good eye.
And Ayanna West with a good rebound on that backside. Now here comes Heltman, charges, pulls back up, nicely done. Get in there. West fights
another
for
rebound.
Good rebound. Good minutes from Ayanna, and that's just exactly what we said. Sort of what you expect from the senior. She's done a good job stepping in. Good pass from Wolf. Smith gets it up and off. Heltman a fingertip on it, but can't hold it. Now here comes Drake running out with it. All the way to the hole and lays it in is Tran. So tied at 23 now with 2 minutes exactly remaining in this first half.
It's just been a game of little runs. We'll get ahead, they'll catch up. We'll get ahead, they'll catch up.
Most of it coinciding, unfortunately for Swain, with when Coach Michael Turner's had to go to his bench.
Yes, absolutely.
And again, out front, nicely done. Yance holds it. I believe
they are in a box,
They're
Coach.
in a box.
They're in a box and one. Yes, they are.
Smith hits it, so it looked to me like Sierra Wade or Kanan Drake had Maisie Heltman one-on-one for all of that. No three on the way, and that one's off the front rim. Wolf fights for it, comes out of there with it with Smith, and now Heltman against 2 will go up the other way. She splits the difference, goes all the way to the hole, and lays
the
it
left
in.
hand. Nice.
Swain back up to a 4-point lead. As you said, another run from the Lady Devils to the wing to Drake. They look inside. Tipped by Heltman.
Can she get to it? She did. Oh.
Couldn't control the dribble. She got to it, but she could not control the dribble. And number 10, Candace Parker, with her shorts turned over, checks back into the ball game. And after the initial foray with that rule, we've let that slide. We're done with it.
So 1 minute to go before half.
Exactly. 27-23. It's Tran on this wing. She motions Drake to the top. And now it'll be short over there. Smith, instead of boxing out, went to the rim. And Candace Parker comes out of there with a bucket. And we're at 40 seconds and counting now as Heltman crosses half court.
Now they're back to a...
No, I believe they're going to swap her off and try to double team her whenever possible. West has got it, spins out of there with it to Yance. Nice look by Ashton. Smith fades away. And just
take it to him, Savannah. If she gets older, she will.
And Parker now with it, hesitates, goes into the middle, goes all the way down baseline. Shot on its way. Back there,
that's over the back. Should come this way.
Again on that backside block by Ashton Yance. Ashton should get some free throws out of this.
Number 10, that's right. Candace Parker, her first.
And Ashton will go back for a 1-and-1 at this point. 14.5 seconds, 27-25 your score. Lady Devils with a chance here to build a 4-point lead with what might be the final possession of this first half upcoming. Yance has got that one, rolls out. Smith
There's
is
Savannah
right there with it.
and the foul.
She gets another foul under there, and we'll get a pair of free throws for her effort. That's on 30. Brooke Rogers again. So fouls accumulate for the Panthers, but not to the taller players. It's a little bit of everybody out there.
Yeah, everybody. I tell you, Savannah, man, I just enjoyed teaching her and coaching her. She's going to be a dandy by the time she gets through her career here at Swain County High School. She's a worker.
Well, Coach Turner's got a wonderful pair of freshmen there in Smith and Heltman. And Smith does an excellent job on the block along with Collins. That one rattles off and will be collected over there by Tran. The clock ticking. She kicks it ahead. West funnels that one back out. Tran for a 3,
7.
and it's way off again. Bounces away, saved, but can't be saved. Again, Clint Hurley in the action over there.
Yeah, we're fortunate he's not having his normal bag of popcorn over there tonight just yet.
He did a good job of that. 2.1 seconds now, and inbound to West, and Heltman's got it. She fires it down court. That's going to do our first half of play with our Lady Devils on top, 28-10. So you keep an eye on the clock. Jeff and I will be back for the second half action. So, folks, almost set for second half action here from Swain High School. Thanks for joining us on Saturday night. 28-25, Lady Devils lead it here at the half. And the officials are ready to play, so they want everybody out there.
Ready to go.
Good first half for the Lady Devils off of last night's win over Rosman.
Yes, it was.
By double digits, so good play from the Lady Devils. A screen for Heltman over there. She goes all the way to the hole, misses it, but there's Smith on the other side, blocked. She keeps it, tries to spin, throws it up, no good, and pulled out of there by Williams. Now here come the Panthers 1-on-4. Let's see if they push the tempo. They do. They go right by
all the way
and
to the
lay
hole.
it in, and that is
Sierra Wade
again. And so 28-27, Panthers off to the hot start of the little runs as we talked about in the first half.
That's it. Looks like we've got a double screen up top now with Savannah and Taylor trying to free Maisie.
Wonder what that will do considering it's a box rather than a zone. Collins fumbles that one away, and it's easy to do with four hands on you.
Looks good.
Three from Heltman knocks that down, and Swain ends that run with 3 points and a 31-27 lead now at 7-11. That's 13 for Heltman by our count. The leading scorer in the game so far. Ooh, she almost got a hand on that one, didn't she?
She'll get one.
And that's a very quick third foul on Taylor Collins.
Holy cow, man.
After what we've been through down on this end. Crazy. Collins with 3.
She's got 3.
And that hurts. Shot on the way. It rattles around and out. Taylor's got it. She's mangled in there inside. And what can she do? Because goodness sakes, she's got 3 fouls. If she does much, they're going to call an offensive foul. And fortunately, she's bailed out. I think that was on 32.
I think 32, yep.
First on Drake.
That's what I've got.
Heltman around the screen tries to penetrate, and they rip it out of her hands. Playing right into what the Panthers are wanting out of that. That one rolls around and out.
Oh,
Collins,
boy.
Or Ross 1 is going to pick up that foul underneath.
Bree Ross.
I don't know how.
I don't either.
4 on Ross. Iona West, who provided solid minutes in the first half, quickly off the bench to check in for Ross. You lose the lateral quickness and the shooting ability when you get West, but you gain a senior on the court. And she played like a senior in the first half.
Yes, she did. She had a great first half. You know, we said we have to get good minutes right here in this stretch from her and Wolf. And Ayana, she did that for us. A couple good rebounds and an assist.
And both of those good, so we're 31-28 now. Oh, missed the first one. I'm sorry. So, again, we're going double screen up here, and we got to be careful Taylor Collins doesn't pick up number 4 setting a screen. She tries to go to the basket. That one fumbled away. Heltman tracks it down. And see, it is a box. It is not. It is not a 1-2-2 zone. And that one fumbled out of bounds. I sometimes wonder if the Panthers really want to play at the pace that their guards are trying to establish.
Yeah, I don't really think they do. They're trying to be real frantic with what they're doing and beat us down court, but they're just not efficient with it right now.
So now they go away from the screening method. They've got West and Yance who are basically left alone out here. Heltman goes. She's picked up by someone else. They're going to pass her off and not let her penetrate. Looks like the Panthers are content to keep 1 foot in the paint and make us beat them from the outside.
Yes, they are.
Kick to the side. There's a 3 on the way.
Got a good look at it. Knocked it down. Sierra Wade.
Absolutely amazing to me. That one was looked true from the time it left her hand. Had good rotation, everything about it. And we had some that went over the backboard. So it's hard to comment.
Yes,
you don't know what to say. West with it on the wing. She's got Yance over there open. That's who they're going to leave open. And Ashton puts that one up, misses it. Collins spins
she got
her way
under him.
Inside, and they call a travel.
No.
At some point, Taylor Collins is going to get some calls in this conference. I don't know when it's going to happen for the girl.
Either that or lose her mind and hurt somebody. She's just going to get fed up.
3 on the way again.
Another 3.
That one's off. West with it. Fumbled away, and then she gets hit in the face and goes down. Smith with it. Pulled out of there by Yance. And we got a foul.
Holy moly.
And that's again on 32, Drake. And Angel Parsons will have to get West out as she took that one to the face. Hope she's okay.
I think it was. Yep.
So Heltman up. Yance with it on that wing. Parsons steps up to be the swing person here in the offense, all the way across court to Collins. She goes on the floor, backs her way in.
Nice spin move by Taylor
double
Collins.
traffic, and Collins lays it in. Lady Devils back on top, 33-31. Here comes the pace.
Another three. Nope.
Back cross court, down to the middle. Smith and Collins in there. No call. Yance tries to rip it away, and they're going to give her 2 shots out of that, Jeff.
They sure are.
Which I don't see it.
I don't see it either. Number 10, Ashton Yance, her first.
Okay, if there's a foul there, you're closer than I am, but I don't see that being a shooting foul. But nonetheless, Taylor Carlton gets 2 shots here. 5'6" junior for the Panthers.
This is the first.
4:25 in the third period of this when the Lady Devils in a modicum of foul trouble. As Bree Ross sits with 4, Taylor Collins plays with 3. And they are going to do everything they can to take Maisie Heltman out of the equation. Now what defense are we in? Loose man-to-man. I could tell you that was coming.
Yeah, you give her that side, put that left hand.
And that really and truly is the best thing at this point offensively Swain can do. That's 3 by my count on Wade.
Sierra Wade.
Heltman off the screen, blocked partially. Smith drags that down and is fouled on the play. And the Panthers look incredulous after the tackle, but there's a foul there, folks.
Taylor Carlton, her first.
Out of bounds play has been a little difficult, and as you know, as a coach, that sometimes the defense that you put in to run in the half-court set's a little harder to do out of an out-of-bounds play. Nonetheless, Taylor Collins making the most out of the minutes she's got left in this game.
And that happens. They were disorganized. We got an easy shot.
Yeah.
Oh, she
walked.
He got it.
Good call, 35-32, Lady Devils. 3:54 left in this one. Do you think there's going to be a point in this game in the later third quarter or fourth where Coach Michael Turner feels he needs to pull it back out because of this foul difficulty and be deliberate with what he's doing rather than patient?
Think so. I think so for sure, especially if you see us push that lead up 6, 7, 8 points for sure.
That's 2 on Yance.
So let's just set it for you here. Ashton with 2, Bree with 4, Maisie 1, and Taylor with 3.
And miraculously, we've said this before in the game that you and I did, I believe, Savannah Smith is nothing. She's no fouls at all. So you just makes you wonder. Collins with it. Comes out of there with it. Oh, you've got to be kidding
you have
me.
got to be kidding me. Oh, that is that is terrible.
That is
terrible.
Awful. 4 on Collins. They've got a sub at the table. Unbelievable turn of events here.
I mean, what do you do when you've got 3 people around you and they're all hacking you in the forearms and back? What? I don't get it.
Well, that's what worried me about that.
Golly bum.
Banked 3 to tie it, and that's what worried me about that situation when they surround you after a rebound like they're doing with Ashton Yance, like they did with Taylor, that they get that call occasionally, and when they do, and here we have exactly what we talked about. That is a classic boxing 1, folks.
Yes, it is.
Drawn up for you on the chalkboard. You got 4 standing in the paint, and Maisie Heltman with someone guarding her. So now they've pulled somebody out, and it's raked away. No foul call. Shot on the fly off. Smith with it. She's mugged. And a foul called. 21. And the way the game unfolds is the Panther fans and the Panther coaching staff growl about every call, so eventually you don't call everything.
That's exactly right.
Yance with it. Parsons back over on this side. Timeout, Swain.
Ooh, good timeout.
I think that's going to have to be a full at this point. But we'll keep it right here in the stead to set the stage for you. What has been a game that the Lady Devils have been 2-5 ahead most of the game is now tied up. And more importantly, Jeff, 2 starters on the Swain bench.
We've got our point guard who handles the ball for us, plays tremendous defense, Bree Ross with 4, and now Taylor with just an inexplicable 4th foul down here, getting mugged on a rebound. And Taylor was providing the energy for us really for that 2 to 3 minute spell right there.
She was the offense.
She was clapping, she was getting the girls going, and now she's going to have to see it.
She was the offense.
Yes,
and
she was.
As you and I talked at halftime, we were a little bit surprised that we've not seen more boxing one on Maisie just to try to shut her down, and that's what Franklin obviously has chose to do this second half.
Yeah, she got one little 3 over there, but other than that, she's not gotten anything.
And that's off of an inbounds play, if I remember.
Yes, it was.
So to set the stage now, it becomes more important for Savannah Smith to play well here down the stretch inside as the lone inside presence for the Lady Devils against a squad that we've talked about the whole ball game, having 4 players who are 5'11", 3 of which are on the court right now.
And with Bree sitting over here and them playing a box on Maisie, somebody's going to have to step up and do a little ball handling for us and take care of it.
Well, the lot falls to Angel Parsons at this point, and
23. Wade, I've got her with 4. And she does have 4.
I don't think that's going to hurt them as bad as our 2-4 fouls hurt us.
That's exactly right. Got a trap in the corner on Maisie.
She comes out of there with the ball, still being chased by unknown amounts of height. What the heck? How is that an offensive foul? Holy cow, what's going on, folks?
Oh, my gosh.
And number 10 back in, I will indicate, with her shorts turned down.
Maisie's second.
Doesn't matter, I know, but they did send one of our girls out earlier for having her shorts turned down. So frustration rears its head by the Lady Devils. And
nice backside position.
They just go backside.
Yes.
There's nothing we can do about it. And
Sydney
now
Williams.
The Panthers take the lead.
Is that their first lead?
They led one other time by one.
Okay.
But 2:12 in the third is where they've got this lead. Cross court to Yachts. She pops it. It's off. Wolf is the only one in there. She fights for it. Thrown back out to Maisie. She puts the ball on the floor, goes all the way to the hole, is hammered.
Oh, my
no call.
gosh.
We have definitely gotten a little out of control here, folks. They're not calling anything. And now the Panthers come the other way. They go inside, and why not? Collins on the bench, 3 on the way. Wolf rooted out of the way on that side. Does what she needs to do to clear herself out, which is not give up a layup at that point. 1 on Wolf. And this thing careening towards being out of control.
Yes, it is, Coach. I totally agree. Heltman goes to the basket twice down here, winds up on the floor, nothing. And then we get ticky-tack calls before that. I don't get it.
We get an offensive foul call on her away from the basket, splitting a double team.
Sydney Williams, Franklin's last 4 points.
And she goes out. Brooke Rogers back into the game. 1:33 left, Franklin's biggest lead at 4.
So I've got us for a 14-7 quarter so far.
And Franklin goes.
Ooh, she walked, I'm afraid.
Franklin goes into a 1-3-1 look, but it's not a 1-3-1. It is, and with this one going out of control.
Big move here, Coach.
Taylor Collins is back in the ball game. And we'll see how long it lasts at this juncture, but Coach Michael Turner feeling that this we're losing control of it pretty quick.
Away.
And, you know, Franklin's going to go straight at that block.
There's Carlton
3 on the way, and that's nowhere near. Be careful in there, Taylor. You rebounded it. Try not to get killed. Heltman splits it, lays it up. And if nothing else, Jeff, they have taken her out of her game with the physicality that they've played her with.
Yeah, she's showing a little bit of frustration. But for a youngster, you're going to have that.
Absolutely.
You're going to have it.
And that was saved to Yachts. Smith and Parsons lead the way, and there's Smith
Savannah
with it, shucks the defender and lays it in. So the Smith bucket pulls it back to 2, and here come the Panthers with that weird pace again, flying down court, out of control. Shot from the corner.
No good.
And Collins had that one and was mugged.
It's going to stay here. Franklin ball.
Wow. No, you cannot do that.
God. Technical. Come on.
So speeding in despite getting a horn, if you're not waved, is a technical foul by the rule book.
Yes.
And so the Panthers will have a free throw here and the ball.
It's going to be Kanan Drake.
And why not?
Yep, she's hit a bunch.
Shooting 1,000
7 of 8.
Her career.
Hey, there we go.
So it will be, no, she gets 2. My bad. So they're going to confer, and while they confer, she's going to shoot the second of her 2 technical free throws here. And then it will be Panther ball. So a chance for a 4-point swing.
She hits that one.
Now in this game. So Panthers with the ball, 26 seconds left in this third quarter of play, which has been a difficult quarter for the Lady Devils. Collins playing inside. There's a 3 on the way. That one's off. Nobody to box out on that side. That one goes up and over, and Panthers pull it back out. 15 seconds. That was a walk. No call. Shot from the corner again. That one's off. Lady Devils everywhere. There's the walk. And 7.6 remaining in this.
This quarter can't get over quick enough.
Absolutely. Heltman will steam ahead and be picked up by the entire Panther team at this point. She goes all the way to the hole, no call. And why should there be? There hasn't been any so far. So the Panthers come out of here with a 40-37 lead, and we'll be back with the final 8 minutes. So Franklin will get the ball to open the final 8 minutes here. Bree Ross back on the court. All hands on deck for the Lady Devils at this point. All the way across court. Panthers work the ball. 3 on the way. Smith loses position inside on that block and lays it in.
Straight.
So
12 for Carlton.
Heltman will walk it up. It's back to the box, it looks like to me. They're just playing loosely where our girls are.
They passed her off.
She's open in the corner. They're in a straight 1-3-1.
1-3-1 now, Coach. Yep. Oh, low. We still got it.
So Swain back to within 3. They desperately need a stop here, and can they get it with all that height roaming around in the paint?
There's 33 again.
And there's nothing you can do. And Ashton gives up inside position. Taylor gets it, almost breaks the girl's arm, who's trying to hold her. Now here comes Heltman all the way by. No foul call. Oh, there's the foul.
Oh, didn't know if we was going to get it or not.
At the way we've been going, it's we're lucky they didn't call it off of Maisie and give Franklin the ball, because it hit her while she was laying out of bounds. She'll get a pair of free throws right here.
It's on 32, Drake.
All of those fouls in the second half on her. We should be getting close to shooting 2. That one rattles out.
8-7.
So Heltman with a second one here. That one's long. Pulled out by the Panthers, and here they go kicking it ahead. And they actually get a breakaway out of that.
Oh,
my. You got to
Oh,
be
my
kidding
gosh.
me.
Tran with a turnaround bank. 44-39. Franklin still in the 1-3-1.
And there's a turnover. Here they come. Fast break.
There's a three. Gray got her. That'll be it for Bree. That's Carlton's 4th three of the night.
So Ross is fouled out. West is back in, and it just happens to be that time that she hits a three. Yeah, that's why they took her out. That's 5. You blew your horn.
So Carlton has 15 points tonight, looking for 16.
So Swain works it around. Collins chases it to the corner, back out to West. She goes cross court to Heltman. Heltman's got a wide open go at the lane. Really? Foul.
Sydney Williams, her 3rd.
Heltman back to the line. 47-39 now. Biggest lead of the night for the Panthers at 8.
Maisie gets that one to fall. Her 14th point, looking for 15.
A chance to cut it to 6. And
She gets it.
Much more manageable. Now a little token pressure from Swain.
And a turnover.
And maybe that's a good thing.
Yes.
They've been a little loose with their passes at times tonight, so maybe that's a good thing to force them to make some passes. Heltman to bring it up now. It's a stretched out 1-3-1. They've hidden that all night. They want a trap over there when it goes to Yance. She goes nicely cross court. Collins shoots it over the rim, of course, because she was fouled, but no call. And that one stumbled out of bounds. There's that pace for the Panthers. So they've had a chance to really build this thing. They're going to take a timeout here. It's a full. We'll take it with them. So Swain basketball here at the 5:41 mark, a 6-point lead for the Panthers. So the Lady Devils a chance to eat into that. They spread out again into a trap. Cross court to West. She is hit from behind. It stumbles away, and now they're going to call backcourt. So the Panthers ball now. They bring it up, kick to the wing. Carlton, who has become the offensive star here in the second half, goes inside. They go right straight to Collins. There's nothing she can do. It's lost. Off again, and there's way too much standing around by the Lady Devils in there. You can't stand and get an over the back call. You've got to be moving. You've got to try to box out.
Yes, you do.
And at least get flex to the knees so you can make a move athletically.
32, her fourth.
And Yance will be the one at the free throw line. Are we shooting 2 or is it 1-1? It's 1-1.
1-1.
So Ashton with a chance to cut this to 6 again. We're at 5:12. Still plenty of time left. The thing that's troubling for the Lady Devils is the 4 fouls on Taylor Collins. Yance makes that one. The Panthers were ready to go into their fast break, but Ashton gets one more. Let's see if Coach Turner elects to go with some pressure out here. If it goes, it doesn't.
That's Swain ball. Should be Swain.
It is. It's Swain ball. Savannah Smith steals a possession for Swain there. And so a chance to cut deeper into this lead now.
Got Maisie in the corner. Nope.
And so Swain works the offense. A little bit of patience inside. Let's hope that's on Williams and not Taylor. It is.
Sydney Williams, her fourth.
Honestly, considering what all has gone on, that was a crazy call for the amount of contact.
I was thinking it, but I wasn't going to say it.
So we got 2 free throws here for Collins, with a chance again every time to cut into the lead.
Knocks it down.
So back into the game is Brooke Rogers for Williams.
So Collins has 14 points right now, 9 rebounds, and been mugged 18 times.
And there's another offensive rebound. And that one didn't go for Taylor. She didn't take her time. She rushed that shot a little bit. Heltman almost with a steal, and now the Panthers at 4:49 will take their time. There's a
shot from the corner. Knocks it down. I don't think they wanted that shot, but she nailed it. Paige Norton.
Paige Norton, the first shot of the game.
First shot
for
of the
her.
game. Oh,
there you go.
Number 30, Brooke Rogers, her third.
49-43. We're at the 4:28 mark. Yance with a pair of free throws. Swain will shoot the bonus the rest of the way.
And she gets it. Ashton 3 of 6 on the night.
And we're going to have to stop play because Paul's got 11 fouls on the board again, and that really irritates the officials for some reason. So Ashton with one more after the calamity of the scoreboard issue, the great scoreboard issue of 2019, as it will be called forever. Panthers with it. That's Carlton charging the other way. Picked up out there by West. She hands it off to Tran, who directs traffic against Heltman. Now goes behind her back over to the other side. That's Parker. Back to Tran. They're going to show some patience here. Inside, back to the corner.
Oh, there's Norton again.
And she fumbled the ball away and walked. So Swain with their opportunities. They're slowly inching their way back into it. They've got to continue getting stops. So here comes the trap running at them. Heltman back on top with it. Inside to Collins.
That's
lays
in.
it up and in.
Good look.
Good pass, good look. 49-46. It's a three-point advantage. So now Tran brings it up. Heltman comes to greet her. She works it over to this side. That's Parker. Tran to Carlton. They go to the baseline again for Norton, rather. She apprehensively dribbles it back out. I don't think her coach was very happy with her after that last turnover. She flashes inside wide open, and now they've got an overload to that side of the court. Shot on the way.
She misses.
Has got it. She takes turn and runs straight up court, and she's called for out of bounds instead of being forced out of bounds.
Bad Jim.
And timeout, Franklin. It's a 30, so we'll keep it right here. Men's action to follow this one. Be sure you stay tuned. You can stay up to date on all the happenings in the Maroon Nation by following us on MaroonDevils.com. That's MaroonDevils.com, where you will find everything there is about Swain High Athletics. So make sure you subscribe today. And if you do, Jeff, I don't know if you're aware of this or not, but if you subscribe, you get emails when anything's posted on the website.
Oh, wow.
So you can stay up to date with everything that's going on in the Maroon Nation.
Deal.
A great way to do it. And there is a lot. The month of January will be a very busy one for Swain High Athletics with basketball and wrestling rolling along. We had 2 wrestlers ranked in the top 3 in the state. Wow. Jonas Trejo and Nolan Brown are both in the top 3 in the state. So they have a good shot at being able to go a long way in this thing, and we hope they do. And that was a bulk of about 5 wrestlers for the Maroon Devils that were ranked in the top 10 in the state. So a good showing so far by the wrestling team. Now the Panthers look like they're willing to take a little bit of air out of the ball here and be very patient. Yep, that's the game plan. West, that's Swain ball. Good job by I to swat that thing away and right off of Carlton over there, I believe it was, and it will be Swain basketball. Just under 3 minutes to go in this one, and the Lady Devils with a chance to pull within 1 or tie this thing. There comes the trap. West puts it on the floor. Timeout, Swain. Good timeout.
Yes, it was. Good call, Coach Turner.
He's got a 30, so we'll keep it right here for that as well.
You know, things have went real haywire for Franklin when they've started slowing it down, though. I mean, I know as a coach, the logical thing is you've got a lead, let's slow it down, but for them so far, it's not worked. It's not suited them.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, I'm not sure even if they know what pace is best for them at this point.
I don't think they do.
They've got some folks who want to push it up and push it hard, and they get some good things out of that sometimes, but it's like they're unsteady with it.
Yeah.
And like you said, they've not been very steady slowing it down, walking it up.
They're just standing around. There's no movement whatsoever. Easy to play defense when they stand.
Absolutely. Helps out the defense tremendously. So let's see what the defense is for the Panthers. It looks like it's going to stay the 1-3-1 trap. Helpman to Yance on this side now. West with it. Gets hit in the back of the head.
Gosh.
Now a shovel pass over to Helpman, who's going to see just basically one-on-one coverage. And Taylor Collins with a beautiful post move to pull Swain to within 1. And now it's 2:23 and counting. Will the Panthers try to turn their offense back on? They have 4 perimeter players out around, and they look like they just want to play catch again.
Yeah.
So Swain's going to have to come out and play a little bit of man here, or they can walk it all the way down if they want to.
She takes it and banks it in.
Not sure that's what Franklin wanted. And Maisie Hellman is having a freshman night where these Smoky Mountain Conference officials are just not going to give her the calls that she deserves.
I think we're going man now, Coach, trying to get them into man.
We don't have a choice.
Got to match up. Oh, no. Oh, no.
That was not the choice. Lead back up to 5 here at 53-48. Yance with it all the way underneath, wide open is Collins.
And foul.
And she gets it to go. Even timeout Swain. So Collins drops that one in. Let's set the scenario. 53-50 your score. 1 minute, 21 seconds left. Franklin appears to want to take the air out of the ball and only take the layups, the good shots that they got those last couple of times. This timeout, I would assume, is to put Swain in a man-to-man.
Yeah, it's got to be. I mean, last time Coach was giving them instructions from the sideline. When you've got a young, inexperienced team out there, you know as well as I do, those matchups, sometimes they can get away from you. And that happened as we left number 33, Sydney Williams, wide open on that block.
Yep, wide open. And so the Lady Devils desperately need a stop here. And to keep things in perspective, the foul situation is 2 shots for us. They've got 1 more foul in the 1-and-1 before they go to 2 shots. I'm not sure where we're at with timeouts.
Yeah.
We got to be getting close to none, as do Franklin. They've taken several throughout this game as well. So, but it should be a thrilling minute 21 as we count this thing down.
Our girls have gave tremendous effort tonight. I mean, it's going to be a shame if we don't come out of this thing with a win. Right now, Taylor Collins kind of putting us on her back and going 20 points, 10 rebounds.
And I can't help but ask myself, where would we be had they not called that 4th foul on Taylor in the 3rd period that was a defensive rebound situation, and they called her for clearing out space with an elbow when she was mobbed. So here we are.
Here's the press.
With the press. And again, last time the Panthers threw the ball away. This time they've got the ball across half court. And Swain is in a
trying to match up
man-to-man. Yance, not a bad foul there, to be honest, Jeff.
Ashton's third.
That's the only thing we got to worry about at this point is the foul trouble. At this juncture, to the line will be Tran, the sophomore point guard for this Franklin squad. She will get 1 and 1, I believe, or is it 2? It's 2.
I think it's 2.
Doesn't matter. She made the first one. So 4-point advantage now for Franklin. Swain with 1 minute and 1 tick left in this fourth quarter. Franklin is going to take a timeout if this goes, and it does. So they will take a full timeout here. We'll take it with them. Stay tuned for the final minute of this one. So as we open this, Franklin shows a little token pressure. They're going to guard Maisie one-on-one with Carlton. She goes off the screen.
There's Tran.
Pocket by Tran, and she's not going to get caught by anybody, and she lays that one in. That may do it right there, Jeff.
Yep.
7-point lead, 57-50. Heltman passes it off to Yance. She dribbles it up court. Really, she doesn't have the time to be able to stand out. And oh, my goodness.
Carlton, her second. So that should send Maisie to the line. 2 shots.
More importantly, the clock stops for the Lady Devils. Becca Wolf set to check in for defensive purposes here. She's going to get Collins out because Swain has got a foul at this juncture. Heltman will have a second one. Carlton checks out for the Panthers. That's Burns who's checked back in for them. That one's long. Wolf keeps it alive.
Oh.
And Heltman goes for the ball. And it'll be on her.
Her third.
At this juncture, that's out the window. You got to stop the clock. This will be Tran again, who just made her last 2. Collins back in for Wolf. Carlton back in as she's the designated Maisie Heltman guarder. She goes over to Heltman, and they're going to take a timeout again on a make. It doesn't.
Get it.
Collins has got it. Jump ball.
Swain ball. 30 seconds.
Yeah, 6-point
game.
lead. Heltman with it. Now she'll work against Carlton. There's a foul. That's going to be on Williams. It'll be her 5th. So Taylor Collins, when we resume this, will go back to the line. Angel Parsons in the game for West. Collins should have 2 free throws out of this. She misses the first.
Short.
Smith
Savannah
with it, and it's called for a travel.
We're going to have a timeout by Franklin.
So 22.2 left in this one, 57-51 Panthers. They will spend a full timeout here. We will have guys action following this one. It's been one of those games, Jeff, for the girls where this has been a real experience in a positive way for Taylor Collins. She's had a fantastic night.
She's had a fantastic night. She's done all the things that Coach asks of her to do, and what's really been good is she's played smart here these last few minutes on the defensive end, not picking up that 5th foul, and she scored a ton of points tonight.
Yeah, she's been the leading scorer most likely, but the more important thing I think for Taylor and her confidence and her growth moving forward is she became the focal point of the offense during the final stretch. And you and I had talked at halftime about what happens if a team takes Maisie away, who becomes that next weapon. And I think that question got answered tonight.
And she's had some phenomenal footwork on that low block, too. She's had a couple of spin moves that have just been textbook.
Absolutely.
Textbook.
You can see the hard work that Coach Neil Blankenship has put in with her in the post. They've worked very hard since the start of this season, and Christmas is a great growth period, especially for post players, because you finally get a chance to be able to work on
some stuff.
Individual moves. So Tran and Heltman has no choice but to foul her, as Becca Wolf does not, and that's I'm pretty sure why Becca was in the game.
Yeah,
was to commit that foul. Heltman's 4th, and it will put Tran back on the line. That's, I'm sure, who the Panthers would like to be there. 6-point lead with 19 seconds to go, and it's at this juncture where you say Swain's got to have a little help to be able to pull this one out probably. Tran makes it. West and Collins back into the Swain lineup. Carlton back into the Panther lineup. Carlton in. She's going to chase Heltman, but with 19 seconds left, at this juncture, you just don't want to give up any threes.
She makes them.
So it's up to 8 here. So Heltman on the fly, takes it all the way up court, splits the 2, goes up and lays it in and off. And Yance, we're to 10-9. Heltman commits the foul. It'll be her 5th.
That's going to be 5.
But she really didn't feel like she had much of a choice. So with 6 seconds left, Maisie is fouled out. Angel Parsons in the game for her. To the line will be Candace Parker for the Panthers.
Heltman finishes with 16.
And that one's good by Parker to push the lead to 60. So this one's going to end with a wider margin of victory than the game actually indicated for all intents and purposes. This has been, for the whole game, a 1 or 2 point game. What?
I didn't see it. I was marking down a stat.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't see it either. She took one dribble and passed the ball off, and he called that on Iona West. Yeah.
Wow.
Even I was looking around going, what did I do?
Parker here, she's got the LeBron James step into it free throw.
Yep,
she's hitting at a better clip than he does, too.
6.8, and it's an 11-point lead now. But as we said, this is nowhere indicative
of a very good ball game
of the final score.
Shoot it, Savannah.
Pull up
the bank
is good, and Smith hits it at the buzzer. So it'll be a 62-52 win for the Panthers. But a game that was much closer than that overall, Jeff, in terms of the play from our Lady Devils was very solid all throughout. Foul trouble was a real hindrance tonight.
It was. I mean, Bree Ross getting those early fouls and Taylor, but it was good to see the girls play last night, bounce back tonight. They had fresh legs. I mean, I didn't see anything from last night and played just a really good basketball game.
It was. And, folks, we'll be back with the call of the guys game here in about 10 minutes. Keep an eye on your screen. And we are underway here from Swain High School. Swain wins the tip.
They knew that. They had all 4 players back here.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah.
Nick,
there's Big Nick.
get in there, ball.
Another one.
Go again. Attaboy. Keep going. Well, Swain goes with a different starting lineup tonight, Jeff, with Jediah Littlejohn, Bradley Vestal at the guard spots. Hunter Call, Jack Stuckey gets a start tonight at the 4 spot, and then Nick Millsaps will get the nod at center. The walking wounded for the Maroon Devils increased by 1 tonight.
It's bad. As
Jesse Waldrop, who played last night, is out tonight, and they fear he may have appendicitis. So
look at that.
Sure when he would get back in it. How did Franklin start out with a point?
I have no idea, Coach.
All right. Well, there's the pants turned under again, and apparently it's okay. I'm just going to harp on that for consistency. I don't really care what they do with their pants. I'm going to be honest with you.
Like we're in a 1-2-2 zone. Nope. Nick and Jack are switching. They were just switching everything up top.
For the Panthers, it's that number 30, Jay Bick, who is their leading scorer at 18 a game. Jediah Littlejohn gets the call on him. Vestal and Call cut off the drive. Shot rattles around and off, and there's Bick with a rebound. Hunter Call dives in there. Call a walking first, so that's a good break for the Maroon Devils right out of the chute. And here comes the Panthers' pressure. Vestal and Littlejohn to battle it. Stuckey presents himself as a target in the middle and goes backside beautifully like it's drawn up.
Turn and look opposite.
And Littlejohn inside to Millsaps.
Oh, good handle. Get in there.
And that's on the floor.
Oh, on the floor.
On the floor. Oh, my goodness. Tough break for the Maroon Devils, as that would have been a perfect tailor-made three-point play there. But instead, Bradley Vestal will kick it in from the baseline. Cross court to Call. Call looks inside to Millsaps, raked out of there, but Big Nick's got it, taken away from him, and now goes the other way with Terrell. And that's laid in by Miles McClure. And the Panthers are on the board. It's 2-all. Call and Vestal now will do the honors. Millsaps presents a big target back up to Stuckey up top, back over to Vestal. Looks like a half-court trap, 1-3-1 variety.
Got the big man up top.
And they go inside to Stuckey. He kicks it back out to Littlejohn. Littlejohn with the drive, and it rattles home for Jediah.
And they're over the line. It's going to be Swain ball.
So good break so far for the undermanned Maroon Devils, and that's a good way to put it with 5 players out, 3 of which were starters at the start of this season. Littlejohn with a good run at it. It rolls around and does not go, and we got a push underneath, and that's going to be on Franklin.
Number 12, that's 2 on Tyler Harrell.
Tyler Harrell, one of the smaller guys. He's down there with Nick Millsaps on the back end of that 1-3-1 and caught pushing to get position. Inside again, picked out of there, but Littlejohn's got it. Goes back inside to Millsaps, who spins his way up, falls off. Stuckey with a rebound, and he is fouled before he can go up with it. So the Panthers having a difficult time, Jeff, with Swain's height inside. The Maroon Devils with 6'7" Nick Millsaps and 6'4" Jack Stuckey. And that one spills out of bounds, and it will be Franklin ball. And I'll be honest with you, Jeff, you worked with Nick in football, but I've passed him in the hallway, and he looks bigger than 6'7" to me.
Coach, he's huge.
He's a
big guy. He's at least probably 6'8", 330 pounds, and can move pretty good to be a big guy.
Hesitation shot. It's up and off. Vestal comes out of there with it. Bradley tries to Harlem Globetrotter his way out of that one. Nicely done by Vestal into the front court, but that height is a bugaboo. Stuckey's got it on that side to swing it. He goes to the wing to Call. Skip pass inside to Millsaps. Vestal back outside. Three-pointer on the way. Back iron rattles around and goes in. So Bradley Vestal on the pass from Millsaps.
Nick Millsaps, the big assist.
Well, with the injuries that have piled up, and the word comes to us tonight that we're sad to announce that it looks like Zeke Bradley's season is over with his knee injury, and that is an unfortunate, not only for the Maroon Devils, but there's a steal by Bick. Not only for the Maroon Devils, but for Zeke as well, to be out during his senior campaign. And so the press paying dividends for the Panthers. Spot up 3.
There's Doolittle.
And that one goes off. Back to Doolittle. Shot on the way again. Good rotation, and it's good. Timeout Swain. And we're at 8-7 here at the 4:48 mark. And the press is what yielded the most dividends for the Panthers.
It absolutely is. You look at this lineup from Franklin, obviously you have 52, McClure, he's 6'4", but the rest of those guys are built identical. You got 4 clones out there pretty much running around, interchangeable parts, and they can get after you on that press.
While they can't match up with the Maroon Devils, Stuckey and Millsaps inside, they can match up on the perimeter and be very active in those passing lanes, which is exactly what they've done here from the get-go, and that's made it very tough on the Maroon Devils to get the ball up court. In normal situations, and we'll probably have to refer to this all year, and people get tired of hearing it, this would be a situation where Zeke Bradley would be a huge benefit with his height to see over the traps, and he, of course, is lost for the season.
And his ball handling and all that stuff too,
So Vestal goes cross-court to Call, back to Vestal. Hesitation, pull-up jumper by Vestal, and it's good.
Nice look, Bradley.
So 9-8 Maroon Devils here in the early going. Panthers have struggled a little bit when they've set up their half-court offense. Let's see if that continues in this one. They pass off people up top. The Maroon Devil defensively does. And that's over to Bick. Down low, pull-up shot. And it's nothing but net for McClure. Littlejohn weaves his way through. And Millsap's being very strong with the ball.
Ooh, that's going to be a foul on Doolittle.
The problem is when you try to reach in on somebody as big and strong as Nick, you more often than not get armed.
Yeah, you're not going to rip it away from him.
And that's
that's a bad inbounds pass.
That's a sophomore inbounds pass. Laid in by Tastinger. Maroon Devils go all the way down court. Picked off there by Chastain. Laid in by Doolittle. So 14-9 now the spurt. This pressure has been
6-0 run.
We continue to try to throw it right to the place where it's guarded. And Coach Scotty McMahon's out on the court screaming at his troops. I'm sure they've talked about this in the timeout and before the game. Jediah Littlejohn floater on the baseline. He gets that to go. Jediah took a scary fall last night, Jeff, and we were worried that he hit his head. Apparently the majority of that blow was on his back. He sit out the remainder of that game with ice on his back, but it's good to see him here tonight. Floater on the way. It's off. Littlejohn with a rebound. Raked out by Bick there, and it will stay Swain basketball. We're fumbling up here. It's bad. The soft drink truck
Sorry, we got to get our Mountain Dews, folks.
Stuckey goes to the ball and gets it. Now he goes ahead to Littlejohn, who's got wide open spaces, and he cans a three.
Isn't that a song?
It is. That's why I used it. So a good shot by Littlejohn there, and that's what the Maroon Devils are going to have to do, Jeff, is survive this up-front pressure and end up getting good shots in the interim when they get it down court. Off the screen goes Doolittle. Stuckey steps out to take him. Millsaps pokes it in, gets a steal. Now Vestal has it poked in, and a foul call. That will go against Tastinger.
You know, you said something a minute ago that I was about to say, and you hit it, and it's hard to teach kids this, especially against the press. Anytime a ball's passed as a receiver, you want to go meet the pass. Yeah. You don't want to stand and wait on it to come to you.
That's exactly what they've talked about, is that time a good job by Stuckey to go to the ball and make a good pass to Littlejohn.
That's going to be an and one.
And one for Ty Chastain. And the foul is on Bradley Vestal.
His first.
And quickly tonight off the Swain bench is Hunter Cochran. Call up from the JV squad. He's going to get in for Millsaps. And out for Franklin's McClure. And into the game is Bailey Watts. They've got Bailey listed as 6'6", but I don't think that's quite correct. I may have mistyped that.
Yeah, no.
Coach Clemens was open on that.
He was open.
And he would be one that I would choose for a shot.
Absolutely. Without a doubt. Scored a lot of points in this place. So it was the other gym.
It was the other gym.
Okay.
So the Panthers with the ball on the wing now, working in a set offense, which, as we indicated, they've struggled a little bit with. And they go hard at it. That's going to be 2 on Bradley Vestal, and that's not good for Swain. One of the lone returning starters and an experienced starter at that. They need him on the floor. Bradley actually did not come out of the game at all last night.
And probably our best defender, too.
He is.
Yeah.
Cochran with a good rebound there, and he passes it off to Vestal, who's quickly met by 2 Panthers. Stuckey is a good outlet. He finds it now, gets it back to Vestal as they back off. And cross court to Littlejohn. To Vestal, nice pass. Vestal lays that up and in.
Gets it to fall.
That was well done.
Good assist from Judea Littlejohn.
You can get good things out of the press if you find those cracks. And
yes,
that
you can.
Really, to me, even though he's just a sophomore, seems to be one of the stronger aspects of Littlejohn's game.
Oh, no, the backside block left wide open.
Chastain with an easy lay-in. 18-16.
Judea has been a surprise this year.
He has
we all knew he was going to be a good player, but not to the extent that he's performed this year so far.
Absolutely, and that's Chastain with a steal. He splits it, and that's on Hunter Call, the other experienced Maroon Devil, and he's got a foul there. Stuckey and Hunter Cochran will be the interior players here. And it's a tall order for Hunter Cochran, just a fresh call-up at Christmas from the JV team, a sophomore, and he's got to step in here, first man off the bench, and play meaningful, good, deep minutes here for Coach Scotty McMahon and his team.
Yeah, in the post and be tough and do all those things that it's sometimes tough for a younger kid to do.
And that's one I've never seen before, to be honest with you, Jeff. They just called Chastain for a lane violation, Bailey Watts, rather, and he hadn't shot the ball yet. His foot was on the line, but he hadn't shot the ball.
Never seen it.
I hadn't either.
Never seen it.
I didn't know that was a violation until you released the ball. Nonetheless, it's called, and now there's another foul. Swain should be close to the 1-and-1 if not in it.
Number 2 on Tastinger. I've got 7. Should be 1-and-1.
They've got 7 on the board, so Hunter Call will go to the line here. Franklin on top, 18-16.
Which, if you look back to over there, a much better quarter and a much better start to this game for our guys.
Absolutely.
It was 33-4 over there. So Coach had them ready to come out and play well tonight so far. Good energy from our guys.
It is. Second one on its
them
way.
both.
Call knocks both of those down. I think the danger for Coach Scotty McMahon and his staff is going to be how do they milk minutes out of these 5, like they've done with Millsaps and Cochran. Cochran almost with a steal there. There's a 3 on the way from Doolittle. Back iron no good. Call with a rebound. And he called a walk.
Wow.
I didn't think Hunter held on the ball long enough to walk, to be honest with you. But I'm partial, I guess. And there's a push as Kobe Manning goes hard to the basket right there. Who's that on?
Number 2, Judea. His first.
And that's one thing Swain's going to have to avoid is building up some foul trouble.
The old Panther play.
And there's Hunter Call's second.
They have ran that play, Coach, since I started coaching. I stole it from them, put it in, called it Panther, and they're still running the daggone thing.
And getting positive things out of it. Hunter Call's second.
Wow.
That's going to put Watts at the line. He's going to shoot a pair as he was in the act of shooting. And so 18-18 tie with under a minute to go. Hunter Call's got to leave. And into the game is Connor Hyatt. The Watts free throw puts the Panthers on top by 1, and now he'll have a second one. And it is off. Stuckey with the rebound. And I would say Jack Stuckey's going to have to play significant minutes tonight.
Yes, he is.
And not only significant ones, but quality ones. Judea Littlejohn on the drive finds Vestal. Vestal finds Cochran inside. He saves it. It goes out over there. And they're going to point Franklin way, as apparently they felt Connor Hyatt was the last one to touch it. And now with 34.4 left, it'll be Jay Bick who brings it into the front court. Bick, their leading scorer at 18 a game.
Oh, nice hesitation.
And Cochran with a good block.
Yes, it was.
Wow.
Calling for the block. Wow.
That was a tough foul for the sophomore.
Yes, it was.
He did a good job stepping in with help on that. So Bick will go to the line, and I would imagine as a Panther and a leading scorer, he probably shoots about 1,500 from the free throw line. I doubt.
There's both.
I'm pretty sure Coach Plemons didn't miss a whole lot of free throws in his career, and he could probably tell you exactly how many and where they were at when he missed them. So Bick spins around. Doolittle thinks about it. Back to Bick. He drives, dumps, back out to Doolittle. 3 on the way.
That's short.
It is short. Cochran fights in there, gets a good rebound. Nicely done by Cochran. So Stuckey now with the ball across half court finds Vestal down under 10. Ill-advised pass to Cochran in the corner when he had Little John open. And that's going to be an easy lay-in for Bailey Watts at the end of this quarter. So Franklin's going to exit the first quarter with a 23-18 advantage over our Maroon Devils. We'll be back with the second quarter. So second quarter almost ready to get underway, and as always the case, Jeff, it seems like the alternating possession bites you as you give up a layup to end that half or end that quarter, and then sure enough, Franklin starts the second quarter with the ball on the alternate possession. So Panthers inbound it here as we begin the second frame, leading by 5. Vestal on Bick. Bick so far content to be more of a facilitator than a scorer. Good defense there by Stuckey. And another rebound by Millsaps. Cross court to Jediah Littlejohn. He puts it on the floor. Good
nice
bounce
look.
pass. And Millsaps lays that in. Nicely done by Littlejohn with his second assist of the night by my count.
It is.
And now Bick will walk it up with the Panthers holding a 3-point advantage. Three-second call. That would be on, I believe, Kobe Manning, number 24. And that's raked back to Bick. He can't get a hold of it, but it is caught over there by Isaiah Johns, fresh into the game. So Bick now matched up with Stuckey. Whip pass inside, dump to Manning, and Manning lays it in. Well played. Connor Hyatt does a good job of catching that and then throwing it off Johns and retaining the possession for the Maroon Devils. Hyatt had to go high to catch that ball right in front of the Panther bench. Now he will inbound it. 6:42 in the second period, out of bounds off of Bick. 25-20, Panthers lead it. The Panthers took the female contest in this one by 10, a game that was much closer than what that score indicated. The Lady Devils fought valiantly through foul trouble. Vestal with a 3. Bradley cans that. Maroon Devils could stand a lot more of that if Bradley can find a way to shake himself free.
Yep, and I got him for 10 points, double figures so far.
So Bick walks it across, hands it off to Doolittle, and they switch now. Littlejohn and Vestal, and now Bick takes advantage of that switch and goes to the hole. Littlejohn works it over here. Hyatt streaking down the far side, open, but they can't find him. Now Judea finds him, shot well off, and the Panthers have numbers.
They're just outrunning us down the court now, big time.
Timeout.
Coach have to get a timeout. He took it.
Got it.
Yeah.
29-23. Things starting to spiral a little bit for the Panthers. It is a full. We'll take it with them. So we return to action here at Maroon Devil basketball. Bradley Vestal will trigger it in against the full court 1-2-2 trap from the Panthers. Connor Hyatt dribbles into it and then back to Vestal. And now Vestal will work it across and work against the trap. He goes back over to Hyatt. Little John on the wing. Waits for Millsaps, then looks at Hyatt under there. Hyatt trying to carve out some space. Does. And is fouled on the play.
Number 40.
That's Ty Chastain.
2.
And Hyatt will have a pair of free throws here. A chance to cut this lead. And that one rattles off the back rim. Quickly up is Bailey Watts. I suspect he will get Chastain, and he does. So the second one on the way from Hyatt. And it is back iron 2. Stuckey and Millsap's able to get a hand on it, and unfortunately Stuckey the last one, and that ball will go with the Panthers. So Swain unable to cut into the lead, and now the Panthers with a chance to add on to it a little bit. And Bick dribbles in and reverses himself. Vestal loses him, shot on the way, and Bick is on the board.
They do a really good job screening for each other.
So Littlejohn steams into the court. Hyatt back cross court to Vestal. 3 on the way from Bradley, a little long. But Hyatt's there to get the rebound, and he sticks it back up and in. So Connor Hyatt on the board. Good offensive board by him. And Hunter Call up off the Swain bench to check back in. He had foul trouble in the first quarter that set him down. And Swain quick to jump on the switch overall there. And a shot on its way. Vestal had it,
Should
but
be ours.
It was off of Watts, off of the Miles McClure miss. And Jack Stuckey's going to get a breather. Stuckey with significant and meaningful minutes there. Doing a great job helping beat that pressure.
Yeah,
Littlejohn with a bounce pass right to Bick. Misses the shot. Nobody for Swain comes down to help out. They're all still standing around, and finally Millsaps gets it cleared and finds Littlejohn. Hunter Call fresh into the game.
Whoa!
With a 3.
With a behind-the-back pass from Judea. His 3rd assist.
So the Panthers work now with a 3-point lead. Backdoor cut. Littlejohn steals it. That's cross court to Call. He fakes the shot, penetrates in, and it's called on the floor, but that's going to be on Doolittle, his second.
His second. I think we're going to get a timeout, too.
And sure enough, we got 1-1 for Hunter Call and a timeout on the play from
30-second
from Coach Plemons. We'll keep it right here and let you know that we'll be back with you again on Tuesday as the Hayesville Yellow Jackets are in town for conference action. And then on Thursday, the wrestling team will host Cherokee, and we'll be there for that one as well. So if you can't make it out, we'd love for you to be here. It's a good venue. You're missing good action.
Yeah, absolutely.
Come out and be a part of it. But if you can't, you can catch it all right here on the Maroon Devils Network. Happy to bring it to you. Hunter Call with a 1-1 here and a chance to pull this lead to 1.
Call 3 for 3 on the night.
You had to say it, didn't you?
I did. He's going to make it.
Say it.
I got faith in him.
31-29, and right at the table is John Tastinger.
And I did it.
And here comes Bick on the fly. Hyatt, good job hedging that. Now jumper off of that from Isaiah Johns. He nails that. And Littlejohn takes it up this wing, cuts across, weaves his way in. Hunter Call on the wing. Finds Millsaps. One dribble over to Hyatt. Hyatt tries to go through, lays it up. It's off. Millsaps inside position. They tap it right to Hyatt, and he lays it in. So a couple of offensive boards for one of the shortest guys on the court, Connor Hyatt. And Vestal's got Bick. What they love to do, though, is screen that and then switch it. Somebody else has got him. Littlejohn, or check that Doolittle.
Doolittle with a 3.
With a long 3, and it's 36-31 now in favor of the Panthers. Again, tough pass right there, laid in by Bick.
Wow. I see how he gets all his points now.
Yeah. And there's a foul on Doolittle.
That's going to be 3.
And it should give Connor Hyatt a 1-and-1.
Should be 1-and-1.
7-point advantage for the Panthers, 38-31.
It is. That is 3 on Doolittle. Connor Hyatt to the line for the 1-and-1.
And it's good.
Knocks it down.
Quickly in is Tastinger for Doolittle. Doolittle averaging right at 13 is their second leading scorer.
Gets them both.
Connor nails both of those, up to 6 points on the night. Quality minutes for him off the Swain bench. 3 on the way from McClure. Lil John with it. Big takes it away from him. And 7-point advantage.
Another turnover. And we get it back.
Vestal takes it back. And then turned over by Bick. And laid in.
Well, I'll tell you, they get to the basket.
Yeah.
They know how to slash and drive and get there off these turnovers, off this press.
Somebody got a hand on it, and Jediah couldn't do anything but throw it up. And we got a foul on the play. If that's on Vestal, that's going to be 3.
25, it sure is. Bradley Vestal is third.
And we got a ton of subs coming in. That's going to be Hunter Cochran for Millsaps. Connor Hyatt's going to get a breather. Hunter Call's going to get a breather. And Bradley Vestal stays out there with 3 fouls. I wanted to make sure we were correct. The scoreboard does have him for 3. And Jay Bick at the line to finish off a 3-point play. Nope, it's 1-and-1. Sorry. Tyler Harrison off the Panther bench. He's going to get Tastinger. Oh, now we're going to go with the shorts again. Bick turns around and shows him his rolled over, and nothing said. He really did. He just turned around and showed him.
You can see it. Look at it. There's the Under Armour symbol.
Now with subs in the game, that's what you got to be in danger of. And there's Bradley's
and that's 4 on Bradley.
That, if anything, should have been a jump ball. So Connor Hyatt will get the call. See, he's sending him out of the game. Number 30 standing right beside you with it turned down, showing him how to do it. Okay.
I'm just going to be real honest with you about some of this stuff, this uniform stuff. I think it's ridiculous. I mean, I really do. I just think it's crazy.
I know. Looking at our camera, the number 30,
good shot, Joe.
Bick's pulling it down to cover his up. I don't. For the life of me, I agree on the uniform stuff. But if you're going to enforce it all the way through. Not just one player off the bench as a sub.
All the way to the hole. That's going to be a charge probably. Number 10, Colby Taylor. Wow. Well, we're going to get him back in now. He's legal.
He's the only one out there. Franklin it is. I don't know what they got against poor Tyler Harrison. His first appearance in the game is like, nope, you can't play. These other guys have been out here the whole time. They're good. Nope, get back over there. So Bick off the dribble finds his man. Spin move inside on Cochran and in for Miles McClure as we see this thing begin to spiral out of control. Again, it's the time that you have to go to the bench where you worry about bad things happening.
Yeah, panicking against this press.
Good cut. Wolf with a 3 off the front iron. Cochran with a fadeaway on the rebound, and he's good. So Hunter Cochran on the board. And we're at fast approaching a minute. 12-point lead now for the Panthers as things have ballooned a little bit. And Bick behind his back, step back jumper. He's just showing off.
Boy,
now.
he's solid, Coach. He can get in that paint anytime he wants to.
Wolf with it and passes it right to Bick, who'll get another bucket. So Connor Hyatt with it now. He's going to dribble his way through everybody. He goes to the hole and lays it in.
8 points for Connor.
So Bick brings it across. We're in the short clock, so he'll walk it down, and James Harden's thing, step back 3, sure enough, and that's off, but nobody from Swain is going to get it, and they're going to get Hunter Cochran for a hold.
Holy cow. His second.
So that's going to put Miles McClure on the free throw line.
I just realized.
Yeah.
This kid's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's got impeccable footwork. Wow.
He's going to be good.
Yes, he is.
He makes the first free throw to push the lead to 52-37. We're at 18.2 before the half. And Cochran just did the same thing again, and it didn't get called this time. He rode Watts all the way to the bench.
Down to our final 10 seconds.
Littlejohn moves in and out, finds Cochran.
Got 4.
Cochran is fouled with 1.6 left.
52. That's going to be Mr. McClure, his first.
So Cochran will go to the line for the first time tonight to shoot 1-and-1. No, it's a pair. That one's good. And now we'll have a second one. And makes it.
Hits them both. I have him for 4 points and 3 rebounds.
Yep.
Yeah.
Been a good night. Bick was shot.
It's got a chance. Oh, my God.
That was good. Oh, my goodness sakes. What a shot. By
You could
Jay
see it.
Bick. Yep.
You knew it. Oh, my God, Mr. Bick.
Wow. Well, that's going to do your first half with the Panthers on top, 56-39. And how many does Mr. Bick have?
21.
21 at the half. So we're at halftime. Stick around. The clock will be on your screen. Come back and join us for the second half. So we're back here, folks, ready for second half action. Things spiraled a little bit out of control for the Maroon Devils near the end of that second quarter, and just as we were worried about, Jeff, that seemed to happen when the Maroon Devils had to go to their bench. And, you know, that's not really a knock against that bench. That's just them having to compete against a high level and a very good Franklin basketball team.
Well, and you're asking kids to play now that because of all the injuries and stuff, didn't get a lot of time to start with. Then all of a sudden you put them in here against this just ferocious press. That's tough.
Yeah, and
that's tough.
It's important to point out to the fans at home that Franklin is 9-1 on this season, and they are a very good
yes, they are.
Basketball club. They've beat other teams that are very good. Vestal, who starts the second half with 4 fouls, takes a shot, misses it. It's rebounded in there by Doolittle, and he will fire it ahead to Jay Bick, who finished the first half with 21 points.
Oh,
that one rattles home. And so now it's ballooned to 20 for the Maroon Devils, and that's sort of what we feared coming in here tonight, that this undermanned Maroon Devil squad really had their work cut out for them to be able to hang with this Franklin squad that, as we said, is 9-1 coming in. And Vestal stays with Bick despite 4 fouls. They're going to leave Harrell open as he strolls down the lane. Just good ball movement. Doolittle cans another 3. And timeout by Coach McMahon. He's certainly not pleased with the way this opened up. It'll be a full. We'll take it along with him. So Coach McMahon's so displeased with his troops that they didn't even go to the bench. They stayed out on the court to be fussed at a little bit. I'm not exactly sure what he was unhappy with that they didn't execute to his liking, but he sure let them know.
Good position by Nick.
And no foul called and the miss. Here go the Panthers on the run. Doolittle going in. Challenged in there by Call. Coming out of there with it is Hyatt, and he throws it too far for Little John to catch. So a turnover there will give the ball back to the Panthers. And this is ballooned above 20 points now, this lead has. And Bick will walk it up and set the Panther offense. Seen this about 1.5 million times from Coach Clemens' teams. That double swing off the picks. Bick's open. Vestal, good job cutting him off right there. But Bick's still able to find it. This kid has an extreme talent for scoring the basketball.
Yes, he does, in a variety of ways.
You have some folks who are good shooters. You have some folks who are good at a certain style, and you have some who can score the basketball. And Jay Bick he's a scorer. He can score the basketball. He's shown that. And so they're pushing their pressure and working a little bit on half-court pressure here. That's probably something Coach Clemens has either put in and doesn't feel comfortable about or wants to put in.
My star's live. Nick had that kid right square on his back. Jeez.
So Millsaps picks up his first.
Wow.
And Bick brings it into the front court. Now we'll hand it off to Doolittle. They switch. Hunter Call comes in to cut things off, and when he does, he leaves Ty Chastain open, and Chastain takes the pass, lays it in. And the Maroon Devils still looking for their first basket here in the second half. Little John and Vestal playing close quarters over there. I tell you what, Jeff, Nick Millsaps is a big target as an outlet, isn't he?
Yes, he is. Throw it somewhere near him, he'll get it.
Little John on the drive, lays it up and in, and Jediah on the board for the Maroon Devils here in the second half. Been tough sledding for the sophomore, but these are growth experiences for young players to be able to play against talented teams like Franklin.
Yes, they are. Not going to get much tougher than this.
I hope not. Vestal with a rebound. He's got Little John ahead, but wisely chose not to go to him. Millsap's handling the ball out away from the basket. Littlejohn passes off to Call. Connor Hyde over on the wing gets the start the second half after his impressive play in the first half. Vestal, good push and pull back, but can't finish it. And he just fouled out of the ball game. And that's the 4:31 mark of the third if you're keeping tabs at home.
Bradley's night is through.
Jack Stuckey into the game, and he directs traffic out there as to who's guarding who. And we're at 4:30 and counting. Doolittle off the double screen. Millsaps picks him up. He knows he's got a mismatch. Now Littlejohn and Millsap switch back, and Bick directs traffic, trying to get Chastain off a screen, and sure enough they do, but they're more importantly they're able to trade defenders. Jumper on the way, and that's good from Tyler Harrell. Tyler had a quick seat in the first half with 2 quick fouls that I recall, so he's seeing some of his first action here. Hyatt to Millsaps to the wing to Call for a 3 on its way. Back iron no good. Stuckey can't get there. Now we got a breakaway. Doolittle by himself. Call backs off. Lets him shoot it, but he misses it. Stuckey almost had it, poked away. Back to the 3 for Doolittle. Shot on the way. It's off. Call with the rebound. He's got Littlejohn up ahead to Hyatt. Hyatt puts the ball on the floor and goes up with a shot. Misses it. Gets his own shot. Is surrounded by Panthers and a jump ball.
Franklin ball.
And that's the way it always works.
One thing about this Franklin team that you don't see a lot from teams really anymore is they're really good at shooting that mid-range jump shot. It's either layups or threes nowadays, and that's all kids think about. But they're not a bit afraid to take that elbow mid-range shot.
Lost art. There's a step back by Bick, and he's been spot on with that all night, but not this time. Millsaps with the rebound, and now Connor Hyatt will bring it up for the Maroon Devils. Hunter Cochran off the Swain bench. Over to Millsaps on the wing. He goes cross court to Call. Call and Littlejohn almost standing on each other. So the floor spacing was not the best in the world. Call with a shot. Stuckey carved out some room but couldn't get the rebound. And there comes Jay Bick, and it'll be 2-on-1. And he goes all the way by and lays it in. Ty Chastain. So 70-41 your score now.
And the runner, Connor Hyatt.
Connor Hyatt, I would dare say, either has or is cruising towards a career high.
That's 10. I think that puts him in double figures. Matter of fact, he may be our leading scorer. Vestal has 10. Yep.
Doolittle cuts back to Harrell. Harrell back to Doolittle over on the wing. Bick in the corner. Hyatt gets beat on the drive. Doolittle come to an abrupt stop.
An abrupt stop.
That's going to be on Nick. Hey, that's his space, dude. I think if you win the battle there, you should get the call. That's just me. So it'll be Doolittle at the line. 2:14 remaining in the third. And that one's good. Cochran is going to get Millsaps out of the game.
You have Manning and Watts back in the game for Franklin. Doolittle steps to the line, knocks the second one down. And Connor Hyatt will work the ball up for Swain. 72-43, 2 minutes to go in the third. Works it across to Judea. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds by number 12, Tyler Harrell.
Panthers still in that half-court pressure situation. Hyatt will inbound from right in front of the injury squad. Get a good look at all our injured players there. And that's Cochran on the wing, and they're going to get Manning with a knee underneath. So Kobe Manning picks up a foul. I believe it's his first.
His first.
And sub at the table is going to be Tastinger and Harrison back in for the Panthers. And Bick and, check that. Harrell and Doolittle are out. Bick is still in the game.
Oh, good position. Hunter Cochran.
He's fouled on the play.
24, Manning again. So Hunter was 2 for 2 earlier on his free throw attempts.
He was, and he'll get 2 more here. He's getting to talk to the official. Wonder what that conversation was about.
He's been known to get a little aggravated sometimes.
Good shot. Second one on the way from Cochran.
Knocks him down.
As well.
4 for 4.
He's up 6 points now. And Bick will walk it across. No need to get in a hurry. Here comes the double screen. Springs Harrell.
Good hands, Judea.
Judea with a steal. He saves. Oh, he saved it off Manning, but it bounced right back off of him. And unfortunately, that will end up being Franklin ball. Noel Wolf will check in now. He's got Little John for a breather. First time Judea's been out. As we said last night, he took a nasty fall. So he's got to be sore, if nothing else, and bruised after that. So good pass. Shot is off. Stuckey with a big rebound.
1:30 to go in the third.
Hyatt will bring the ball up as point guard. Splits the defenders. Kicks it to the wing to Wolf. Wolf backs it off. 3 on the way and banks it home.
Bank. He called it, too.
So Wolf with a 3. And he nails that one to make it 72-48. We're a minute and almost under a minute here. What do we got on that?
What now?
Foul on Jack Stuckey.
Roll Jack.
As the screen was set for some reason. His shorts are turned under. And the Panthers get that one in to Harrison. He finds Manning, who passes it back off to Watts, back to Harrison, over to the wing to Tastinger. He nails the 3. Cochran on the wing, puts the ball on the floor, spins his way down. Hyatt in the corner. It's double teamed. Kicks it inside to Cochran. He goes up, stolen on the floor by Harrison. Nope, check that. That's Harrell back in the ball.
Harrell.
So Connor Hyatt will inbound the ball.
There's position again.
And Cochran spins, goes up, misses the shot. Harrison out of there with it, races the other way, has a host of Panthers trailing him. Goes baseline to Manning. Inside to Watts. And we're at 77-48 with 20 seconds remaining in the third period of play. Cochran on the wing, puts it on the floor, goes to the hole. Manning blocks that easily, and that will send Manning back the other way for the dunk, and he doesn't get it.
But guess what?
And instead,
I swear,
Tyler Harrison cans a 3. So after 3 periods of play, it's Franklin 80, Maroon Devils 48. So we begin the fourth quarter with a Swain possession here, and Jeff looking down on the Swain bench, it looks like Judea Littlejohn's night is over as he's iced down on that back area that he landed on last night, and it's a whole host of fresh subs on the court for the Maroon Devils as Noel Wolf will start it out. And Kobe Manning with a block shot, takes it himself, kicks to the corner, play worked last time. Johns with a 3, he's got it. 83-48.
They can all shoot it.
Kobe Taylor, Connor Hyatt, Noel Wolf Aiden Pond. And there's a foul by Wolf. And that will be 2 shots. And Wolf commits his first foul. This is going to be Bailey Watts at the line. First one is up and good.
3 for 5 on the night.
Second one is on its way, and it bounds off. Aiden Pond gave up inside position.
There's Tastinger.
Tastinger just working his way in, and Coach Scotty McMahon takes a 30-second timeout to chastise his players about taking care of business on the block. And Nick Tucci will check in for the Panthers and see his first action of the night. Outside of that, the Panthers have played everybody, I believe, except for maybe Soroka and Woodard there. And they may also see some playing time here shortly. It's 85-48. The Panthers on a 5-0 run to open up the fourth period. And the Maroon Devils will inbound now. Same lineup on the floor for them. And as we said, there's several subs in for the Panthers, including Nick Tucci and Isaiah Johns. They will go into a trap again.
Uh-oh.
And there's a steal. Good pass to Tastinger. Missed it.
He threw it so hard at him he couldn't get the shot off.
Taylor
it's going
with
to come
it.
back to Franklin.
And it'll be out of bounds. Franklin ball. Isaiah Johns will inbound the ball. Tastinger works against Pond. He goes all the way to the hole, lays it in. So John Tastinger with a bucket, 88-48.
I think it's a running clock now, isn't it, Coach?
I don't know what the margin for that
40
is.
it runs. It won't stop. Free throws or nothing.
And Colby Taylor throws it away.
Only timeouts.
And Tastinger's having himself a night. He's decided to take over the fourth quarter and subs at the table. He's trying to take it over before Coach Plemons takes him out.
Yeah. He about got one more shot. And a foul.
Cochran and Manning had a good battle in there.
That's going to be 3 on Kobe Manning.
And you're right about the clock. It is running.
Yep.
Trey Woodard, Braden Sroka are both in the game, as well as Coleman Sellers. We missed Sellers a minute ago. And he's Coach Plemons took a timeout to get them in the game. I doubt he's got any intention of using the full 30 seconds of his timeout.
No.
And he doesn't. They're breaking the huddle now. And so they can't play with 6. It feels like they've been playing with 6 all night, but they
16.
can't. Yeah, there's been a bunch of them out there. Somebody's got to come out. Isaiah Johns is the odd man out.
Like,
they drew straws. There wasn't none of them volunteering. I can tell you that. It wasn't one of those, I'm coming out. I'm in this game. Forget about it. Panthers have hit 90. It's 90-48 now. So a 10-0 run to start the fourth.
The clock should run, Paul.
And
it only stops during timeouts.
Cochran missed that free throw. And missed that one. So that's Sellers over there. And he kicks it to Harrison. Woodard, Sellers.
Oh.
And that's Tucci. And the foul will be on
Connor Hyde. He is first.
Into the game would be Isaiah Johns, who was that odd man out a minute
He got him back in.
And so he gets back in the game.
That's 5. Good
5-second
defense.
Call. So Taylor takes it around the corner, and that's going to be a foul. Out underneath again with the shorts. Come on, man. You've let some of them play with those shorts like that all night. Now the first guy's off the bench into the game here. First action of the night. We're going to argue about the shorts.
Wow. Jump ball. Going to be Franklin.
It'll be Franklin ball again. Clock is running. And we're at 3:50 and counting in this one. It's my understanding that by the 17th of January, somewhere in that range, they hope to have Gage Southardge back.
Okay.
That'll be a big
That'll
help
be good.
offensively.
Yes, it will.
Jesse Waldrop, they won't know until they know what is wrong with him. And that's Tucci with the exclamation point that brings his bench to their feet with a two-handed slam. Wolf to Hyatt. Cochran out on the wing. Guarded by two. Jumps his way through that double team. Misses it.
Oh.
Knocked out of bounds by Franklin. And we've got a foul on
43. Isaiah Johns.
Inside again. Cochran, he's
battling.
He's physical in there. I like
He's battling.
that. Not sure that was the wisest use of the foul there, but especially since it puts Franklin back on the line with the clock running.
Yeah, if they even get close to 100, I'm going to hold it.
Yeah. I agree.
Trey Woodard to the line. His first shots of the night. First one's straight through the net.
A chance for some of these guys to get in the game and get some points. And we start to say, we're going to talk about shorts again. They started.
Wow.
But they just shook their head like, no, let's just let it go.
That's 4 on Hunter.
Nick Millsap's up off the Swain bench. He's going to check in for Hunter Cochran. Takes a seat. And to the line will be Braden Stroka. And he is up with his free throw attempt. And, of course,
let me see. All right, 2 for 2. 4, 6, 8, 10.
You may need an abacus and a slide rule to get some of those. Millsaps with the rebound. Taylor to Hyatt, and the Maroon Devils take their time here as they get it across half court. Hyatt gets past and throws an errant pass, which is caught by the Panthers. Millsaps with the rebound. We're under a minute now and counting. 95-48.
Don't let them get 100. I don't think they're going to get it.
Aiden Pond across half court over to Colby Taylor on the wing. Colby guarded difficultly by Trey Woodard. And I may just do it as we're down to 14, 13, 12. And Wolf with a three that's going to rattle out.
Oh, he's going to get another chance.
Get another dunk. And lays that one in for 97, and that's going to be your final. As the Panthers come to town and have their way, 97-48 with the depleted Maroon Devil squad. We'll be back with you in action on Tuesday, so join us for that one as the Hazelville Yellow Jackets come to town for a conference play, and we'll be here for all the action then. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Maroon Devils Network.